Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. Today I've got a really good tip for you that you can apply to your drop shot fishing. As we all know, a drop shot is one of the best finesse techniques out there, but it excels in certain situations. Generally not in dirty water, generally not in super heavy cover, but I've got for you a simple tip that will lead to you getting more bites in dirtier water, in shallower water, in heavy cover, places you wouldn't normally apply a drop shot. And I'm going to show you how with a super simple change. And I'm telling you, it will get you a few extra bites under those circumstances. Before I get into my tip though, I do want to remind you guys that if you want to support the channel and you're looking to purchase some fishing tackle and you want to do it at Tackle Warehouse, please use the affiliate link that I supply in the description of this video. Bookmark it so that your future purchases at Tackle Warehouse will also come back to the Matt Steffen Fishing YouTube channel. It's very much appreciated. It's a great way to show your support for the channel, and it keeps me giving out tips to you guys like this one. All right, guys, as we all know, a drop shot is a fantastic finesse technique. The majority of the time, though, you're going to use it either fishing deep water, and for the most part, it's going to be clear water because you're throwing a small bait on a small hook, generally talking about light line, but you very rarely will reach for it when you're fishing dirtier off-colored water, whether you've got a good solid algae bloom going on or you've just got some mud that rolled in from recent rains. A lot of times under those circumstances, you don't reach for a drop shot because you're talking about a finesse presentation. At the same time, you're not generally going to throw a drop shot into thicker cover because of the fact that not that it's in light line. You can throw a power shot in those areas, but you're generally not presenting your bait in a manner that's going to get the fish's attention because you're not creating enough commotion or sound. Well, here's a simple tip that I'll do if I'm fishing off-colored water or under those circumstances where I normally might not choose to throw a drop shot. A simple way to make your drop shot lure fish more to your bait when they can't actually see it or feel it because your bait may not be creating a whole lot of vibration is to add sound. Well, how do you add sound to a drop shot? Super simple, guys. This is all I do. I take a glass bead, I put it above the drop shot weight, and then I take a small 1/16 to 1/8 ounce tungsten bullet weight. I put it on top of the glass bead. Therefore, while I'm fishing the bait, I'm getting the sound of the bead and the tungsten hitting each other as I'm retrieving or moving or shaking my drop shot. It doesn't take much. If you can hear it right here, it's a very simple, good clacking sound. So every time I'm moving my bait, I'm going to get separation between the glass bead as well as the tungsten weight. And I'm telling you, it doesn't take much. All it takes is 1/4 of an inch and you'll get a clack. And every time you retrieve your bait or pull it, you're going to get a little bit of separation and you'll get a little bit of sound that's added to your bait. What that's going to do is it's going to draw the fish to you. So these are the times I like to do this. First and foremost, if I've got really aggressive fish, it's a great way to do it because then you're drawing the fish to you. If I've got fish that are keying in on crayfish, it's another great time to do it because crayfish make a lot of sound on the bottom. So a lot of times up here in the North Country, if I'm fishing around smallmouth that are aggressive and I know they're feeding on crayfish because I'm on a lake that's got a great rusty crayfish population, you better believe I'm adding a little bit of sound into my drop shots. The same time, like I said before, if I've got some off-colored water, so I've got influx of muddier water that's come into a lake, and I know the fish are still setting up on some deep points or deep ledges, I'm going to add a little bit of sound. The last time when I'm going to do it is if I've got something like this, which is a power shot rigged up, and I'm flipping into, say, some milfoil flats or hydrilla flats, fishing some holes in the grass, where the fish aren't going to get a great look at my bait because they're buried up in the grass. I want a little bit of sound to draw those fish out of the grass to my power shot. So it really does make a difference. I'm telling you, it's going to get you a couple extra bites. Plus, you're going to be able to use the bait that you were getting success on under circumstances when you may not have actually chosen to throw a drop shot. When you get that muddier water that rolls in, or you get some off-colored water, a lot of times you're not going to choose a drop shot because you're thinking it's off-colored water. It's not generally good drop shot conditions. But as soon as you add a little bit of sound to it, it's like throwing a bigger, bulkier bait at that point. You're going to draw fish to your bait. You're going to allow them to feel your bait, hear your bait, and you're just going to bring them in from further away than you would be if you were throwing a normal drop shot. So it's a super simple tip, nothing crazy today, but it's something you don't hear people talking about much. And I can assure you it works. I do know a couple of other pros on the Tackle Warehouse Pro circuit that do this as well. They're actually the ones that told me about it years ago. And since then, I've had a lot of success doing it. So I think you should give it a try. It's a super simple fix, something most of us have in the boat, a glass bead, a small tungsten weight. Give it a try, guys. It will give you a few extra bites on your drop shot the next time you get out there. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button and stay tuned. Another video coming out tomorrow.